Hi everyone, happy Thursday. This is the Drops of Health Public Education Group. I am Heather and I am going to go over the top 12 things to keep kids healthy today. So let me just give it a minute. See if it's showing up. It usually does, it just sometimes gets glitchy. Okay. So anyway, if you've never been on here before, I'm Heather and I am here in Oregon and it is still sunny. School's already started, but it's still hot. I can't wait for fall. Fall is my favorite. If you're watching the replay on this, which usually most people do because they're busy, and right now is a time when people are at work and school and everything, so that's fine. So in this Drops of Health Public Education Facebook group, if you look at the menu thing, there's a units tab, and on that is the weekly lives. And so you'll see all the live videos I've done and you can watch all the replays, okay? And I always write the topic of it so you know which ones would interest you. Now, I am going to start something different. Instead of doing lives every Thursday, I'm only going to do them the first Thursday of every month. So I will go over that month's promos and deals, any kind of news, and then a topic, okay? Now, I reserve the right to get on anytime I want, you know, for spontaneous lives or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just going to be doing it once a month. Because this is a free thing that I do. It's open to the public. It's for my team members as well as anyone else. It's just free oil education. Because with essential oils, there's such a huge learning curve that I just put this out there to help. Now, because I'm doing it for free and just like of my time, I also, now that fall's starting, I need to clamp down. I need to focus. I have 6 kids, ages 4 to almost 16. And so I'm going to be homeschooling all 6 of them, preschool through 11th grade. And so that's my first priority. And I'm also volunteering with our youth group. So I'm going to be doing teen events and just other stuff. So I will get on here at least once a month. So the first Thursday of every month. And I can always feel free to message or whatever. So just a heads up on that, just in case you're wondering if I'm not live, or if you even notice. Okay, so this is September, new month, so there's new promos. So the product of the month, that is for people who are already a doTERRA customer, and there's an optional thing called the LRP, Loyalty Rewards Program. And it's like a frequent flyers mile thing that doTERRA does, and so you earn points back for when you buy stuff. So if you're using your oils, you're using your products, your hair care, skin care, vitamins, supplements, everything, it just makes sense to do LRP because you get something back for it. You have to buy something every month, but you get to pick the shipping date. You can always change it, and you get to pick what's in your cart. So as long as you have one thing in your cart is fine. But if you are using your oils, especially now that it's fall, and you should be using things like On Guard and things for your diffuser and things for your kids and your immune system and all that stuff, then it's not a big deal. And the cool thing is, as soon as it ships, you get points back for your shipping too. So if you do the $3.99 shipping, you get 4 points back. If you do the $6.99 shipping, you get 7 points back. So each point is $1, so you get your shipping back as free shipping. So just that in itself is worth it. So the product of the month is for the people who are on the LRP. So the free product of the month is Rosemary. So if you are on LRP, just to clarify, if you have your order at 125 PV by the 15th, you get the free product of the month added into your cart automatically. Okay? So this month is Rosemary. It's a 15 ml rosemary, okay? And if you're like, what's rosemary good for? Besides cooking with spices, right? Then I'll let you know. Look in my handy dandy book. The Advanced Oil Magic book is my favorite oil reference book. You can use the Modern Essentials, the Essential Life. There's a whole bunch out there. It's just my favorite because it's the most user-friendly And it not only tells you what to use for specific things, but also for how long. And that was kind of missing from some books. So rosemary is great for lots of things. If you have coughing that just won't stop, if you need some help, some support with that respiratory system, you can apply 2 to 4 drops to your lung reflex points, or you can put it diluted over your chest or diffuse it. For mental fatigue, you can put a couple drops in your hand, breathe it in, or put it in a capsule, take it. For your immune system, if you're having issues, winter, fall, you could put a couple drops dilute over your chest. Helps with healthy blood pressure. Massage it with an oil into your legs and the bottom of your feet. Jet lag. Okay, those of you going to convention, if you're traveling from all over the world, you can use rosemary for jet lag. That's pretty cool. Put 1 to 2 drops to your temples after flying. Helps with your hair. Healthy hair growth. Okay, work a couple drops into your scalp before washing. Now I know I've also used this in the past I was struggling with sugar addiction. Rosemary was one of the oils that came up on my scanner, my Itovi hand scanner. So that kept coming up a lot. So rosemary has tons of ways to use it. So it smells good. You can use it in your cooking, everything. Now remember, when you cook with doTERRA's essential oils, it's very potent. A little goes a long way. So the best thing that people like to do is put a toothpick in the oil bottle and swirl it around. Like if you want to put some oregano in your pot of spaghetti, you do a toothpick swirl, 1 drop max, okay, because it's very potent. Okay, that's rosemary. Now the 10% off product of the month is thyme. Another herb that you can cook with too, huh? So thyme, if you're asking how do I use thyme, because there's always multiple benefits with essential oils. That's what's cool. It's not just for one thing, right? So thyme is also good for your immune system. Diffuse a couple drops, take it in a capsule. Supporting your respiratory system, put a couple drops heavily diluted over your chest and lung reflex points. Skin issues, heavily dilute it, and apply to affected area. If you're just feeling tired, fatigue, put a couple drops in a capsule. Heavily dilute over your adrenal glands. You can use 1 drop in a hot bath. Okay, still talking about thyme here. And then it's really good for boosting immune system and all that. So you could always take it in that capsule, okay? And then some other things. It helps you to uplift. And then emotional uses. They also have emotional uses. So for the rosemary, it's kind of interesting. Rosemary. It's a restoring oil. It says that can fortify knowledge and assist in transitioning to a new phase of life. Okay, that's kind of cool. Rosemary, that's the emotional side. And the emotional side for thyme is a restoring oil that can aid in releasing grudges and injured feelings. Use it to release and forgive. Okay? Everyone can use some thyme in their life, right? Pun intended. All right, so those are your deals for this month. Rosemary product of the month and thyme 10% off all month for everybody. Whether you're on LRP or not, doesn't matter. The 10% off is for everybody, okay? And then there is a promo. It's a leveling up your rewards. So once again, if you're on the LRP, the loyalty rewards, it goes up. So if you're on it every 3 months, it goes up in percentage. And there's details. I posted a link and everything on here. But if you put 150 PV order this month in September, then they're going to boost your LRP points up to 20%. Then you can climb up. So you always start at 10 when you get on LRP. And then it goes up to 15, 20, 25, 30 over the course of a year. They're going to jump it to 20. Isn't that cool? And then beginning with your October order. So you're already on LRP, right? So if you place a 150 LRP order this month of September, Then starting next month in October, you'll look at your account and you'll see that you're at 20% points. This is awesome, okay? That's till September 28th of this month. So if you jump on that, you can get a boost in your points, and then it'll stay at that, and then you can just grow from there. So that's really cool. And if you do that, you'll also be getting the Rosemary product of the month, right? Because you'll be at over 125. So yay. All right, now let me jump in really quick because I don't want to be on here forever. Keep everyone forever. I try to keep these shorter. Keeping your kids healthy. Perfect timing. Back to school. A lot of you are already in school. Whatever. Top 12 issues that kids deal with and how to use the oils for it, okay? So keeping your kids healthy. So first off, you want to get rid of all the synthetic junk, right? That's in your bathroom cabinet. So no more toxins, recalled products, things that have crazy side effects, expired products, you know, waste of money, things that if you're overall healthy, but every now and then you need something, you go to the store and buy it, and then it expires, and it's just a waste, right? So oils, why use oils? It helps you take back some of the control over your kids' well-being. It reduces and eliminates the application of harmful synthetic chemicals and junk putting in your kids, right? That are in over-the-counter stuff. They're more powerful than herbs, okay? So oils are super potent. Saves time getting the doctor or waiting for a doctor, all that stuff. When many emergency health needs can just be resolved immediately at home, you know, and then the things that you really need to, you go to the doctor. But so many of these little things that we can just take care of, nab it quick, naturally, healthily, you know. So remember essential oil safety for everyone, especially kids. Do not put oils in your eyes, up your nose, or in your ears, okay? And you always dilute with vegetable oil. Fractionated coconut oil or coconut oil is like the best because coconut oil in itself is healing and helpful to your body. But you can use any kind of other vegetable carrier oil, olive oil, grapeseed. I mean, what is that? Jojoba? Like you can use anything. All right. So number one, the top 12 things. Number one is respiratory. Okay. Any kind of respiratory issues that your kid may be having. The top thing is breathe, obviously, because that's the respiratory blend, right? But see, it's frustrating with kids because there could be a lot of stuff. It could be seasonal things. It could be things in the air. It could be just that season when everyone's catching everything, all this stuff, okay? So, breathe is number one thing that has laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, okay? So that is great for so many things. Frankincense is good to boost it. So an idea, like if your kid has, they're on inhalers, they have issues, you can't open the airways to breathe. I mean, there's a lot of things that you need. Frankincense is a huge boost to breathe. If you put these, I know kids that put a drop, breathe in their hand like that, and they go like that. Helps to open up the airways and all that stuff. Now, if you use it topically, you're going to need to dilute it because there's the peppermint oil in there, right? You can diffuse it. You can do all kind of things like this. And that frankincense really helps with your lungs, okay? Helps with all your body systems, but this is huge. Now, if you're dealing with the seasonal stuff, then this trio is it. Lemon, lavender, peppermint, okay? So what you would do, if your kid has seasonal issues, you'd put a drop of each in a cup of water, and they could drink it. If they're smaller children, you could just make a roller bottle. You could put equal parts of each three of these. This helps open up your airways. This is like nature's antihistamine, and then this helps to thin mucus. So it's a perfect combo. Put equal amounts in a roller bottle, fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and just roll it on chest, back of neck, forehead, things like that. So those are some good things for respiratory system, okay? Number two is ear health. Now, the top two things for ears are melaleuca and lavender. You're going to see these two combos a lot with kids because they have multiple things that they can take care of, okay? So if your kid is having issues with their ears and you're getting tired of being put on antibiotics and things like that, a lot of kids they have too much antibiotic use, and it's like not good for their gut health, their immune system. It causes a whole host of problems. You want to save antibiotics for when you really need them, right? So that way your body will actually work with that, right? Because you don't want to overuse them. You have to be careful. So you don't want your kid to get a weakened immune system from that. So the health solutions to that is the Melaleuca and lavender. So what you're going to do is put a drop of each. You can even add basil sometimes if you want, but these two have helped me so many times with my kids. I put 1 to 2 drops of each in the palm of my hand and just rub like this, and rub in front of their ear, behind, and down their jaw a little bit. And then I take a wet wash rag in hot water, wring it out, and then just put it on their ear. And then just repeat as necessary. And it always clears up. Okay? Perfect. Then you avoid the lines and the copays and the money and the car trip to the clinic and all that stuff. Okay? So let's just keep it simple, keep it easy. This is a huge thing that helped me feel that I was empowered with my kids and I could do something instead of just watching them suffer. Hated that. Okay, so that is super easy. Melaleuca and lavender are going to be your best friend for a lot of things. Speaking of which, number 3 is owies, okay? Once again, Melaleuca and lavender. This is the combo that helps clean out the owies and soothe and restore your skin, okay? So, you can't have kids without having owies, right? Cuts, scrapes, bumps, bruises, they're growing, you know, burns, rashes. I mean, there's a million things, okay? So for the owies, you're going to have these two. Now, you can also put it in an owie spray. So you can get a glass spray bottle, or you can get the bigger one that doTERRA has. And if you go into your doTERRA account, they have spray bottles. They're a little bigger. And what you can do is just put in Melaleuca and lavender in spray bottle. And it's an owie spray. So, see, I don't have the things. You can just eyeball it, put equal parts. Sometimes, if you wanted to, you can add frankincense for a boost. And you can also use, like in a little glass jar, you can put coconut oil, and then you can put equal parts Melaleuca, lavender, and frankincense in the little glass jar coconut oil, mix it up, and then you can use that. It's like miracle cream, okay? So it's for all owies, all cuts, scrapes, skin issues, everything. So this is like the trio bomb, okay? And then for things where you have like growing pains or muscle soreness, they're in sports, all this stuff, Deep Blue to the rescue. Rub, because it's already lotion form, super easy, just rub it on their legs, their back, neck, wherever. And then they also have the kid version, it's kind of like Deep Blue, it's called Rescuer. You can just shake and it's a roller. So it's perfect just to roll on the spots, and they could do it themselves with these kid oils. Okay, so that helps with that. Now, so number 1 was the respiratory, 2 was the ear health, 3 was the owies, so 4 is body temperature. So now when your body rises up in temperature and stuff, it's its own healthy way of fighting things off, right? And it's not bad in itself. But we don't like seeing our kids suffer or things like that. And then I personally don't like using Tylenol and synthetics to lower it, because you're forcing your body to lower their temperature when your body's trying to do it to fight something off. It kind of goes against the grain, right? So use something that's natural for their body, that your body can use as a tool, and it can work with your body and help give your kid relief. And it's peppermint. So what you need to do is you always dilute it, okay? So you could put a couple drops in your hand with quite a few squirts of coconut oil, whatever, and then you just massage it over their spine and back of neck, okay? And the cool thing about oils is you don't have to wait 4 to 6 hours to reapply, okay? So you can just do it like every 15 minutes or so until there's relief, okay? Just you don't put it on places, especially with little kids, you don't put it on like their hands or feet or something where they're going to touch it. If they're a bigger kid, of course, you just put it on their feet and put socks over them. But peppermint is super good for that. Okay, so number 5 is the digestive system. So the best, you want to be prepared. There's always something, right? Could be anything from in the car too long, ate something wrong, a million things with the digestive system. So you can use ginger, you can use all sorts of oils, but my favorite is just this blend, the digestin. This has all of it in it. So you have the peppermint and the ginger, coriander, fennel, tarragon, you have all anise, you have all that all in one, and it's just like bam, look at it, right? Is you need to dilute it because there's the peppermint in it, and then you can massage it over their stomach. You can put it on wherever they're having the issue. You can put it on the bottoms of their feet. It's excellent for everything. So there's so many stories I've heard of this. It's so good, okay? So good. Your kids will want this. You can even get those little keychains that have the little sample bottles, and you can put digestin in, like if your kid has trouble with certain foods and things, they have the little keychain they can bring to school. So it's perfect, okay? They have digest tabs too. They're, like instead of Tums, there's a digest tab that has this oil in it, and it's really easy for them to take too. So that, lifesaver. We can't live without that one in our house, for me or the kids, okay? So 6, things like warts, molluscum. It's like a wart-like virus kind of that spreads. So it's kind of like just stuff that kids get. I mean, you know, like critters in the hair, things like this, okay? There's a lot of things that you want to take care of, right? So Melaleuca is great for everything, okay? Once again, you can also use lemon. You want to keep their kids' hair healthy, right? They don't be catching anything at school. So what you can do is you can add Melaleuca to shampoo. You can massage it so that way 1 drop of Melaleuca in the shampoo, and so that way you're getting it all over your hair. You can use this together, 2 to 5 drops each of lemon Melaleuca with coconut oil. Apply the scalp and let stand. You know, you can add it to your shampoo. You could do all this stuff, okay? There's lots of ways to use this for that kind of stuff. And also, you know, for the warts and all that, when Melaleuca doesn't cut it, you need to pull in the big guns, there's oregano. Oregano is a hot oil, so be super careful with this one. Dilute, 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 okay? You can apply it, like the Melaleuca 2 or 3 times a day. And then if it doesn't work, you can always use the oregano if it's like a super stubborn warts and molluscum and all that stuff, okay? Stuff nobody wants to talk about, right? All right, number 7 is bug bites, stings, things like that. Okay, they're gonna happen. And I know that as summer ends, we're not gonna deal with that too much, but just be prepared. This is keeping kids healthy all year, right? So lavender is excellent. So any kind of skin stuff, you know, lavender is like the go-to for that, obviously. But if you're having, you could put lavender with some baking soda, make a paste, use that on stings and stuff. For bites, this just helps with the itch. Totally. So just smack that sucker on there. We go through lavender like nuts, okay? Really need it. Okay, number 8 is teeth. So teething, teeth grinding, all that stuff. For babies and for big kids. Sometimes big kids get teeth later in life. I have a child like that. Didn't get their teeth until they're 1.5 years, their first tooth, and so now they're like older and still losing teeth. Okay? So, oh, to go back to the bugs really quick, sorry, the bug bites and all that, to prevent that stuff, TerraShield, okay? The lavender helps with the itch and all that, but just to keep them away in the first place, TerraShield. It is a repellent blend. You can have it in the spray, or you can just use this, super effective. All right, so back to the teething and the teeth grinding, all this stuff. Clove oil is really good for that. If they're having any issues with their teeth, it is a hot oil. You want to dilute this. You can make a little bottle of diluted clove oil if you want to have on hand, if it's easier that way. It's not just good for when teeth are coming in, but when teeth are coming out. For the teeth grinding, lavender is really good. You can just apply it to the jawline before bedtime. Okay, it helps relax their jawbone and their muscles so they can get sleep and not grind their teeth. Okay. Also remember that a lot of stress and stuff can cause that, so kind of nab that too. If they need more calming oils before bed, if they need to get more sleep, you know, there's a lot of things that you could do to avoid that. So number 9 is sleep. Okay. Not getting enough sleep is a huge issue for kids, especially coming in the fall and going back into schedule. You need to make sure that they're unwinding. Have a little routine. Have your calming sleep oils diffusing like an hour before bed. Get into a routine so they can get back into it. And it's helpful that it starts getting darker earlier, you know, so they don't feel like they're missing out too much. But anxiety, worry, stress, all that stuff, a new school, friend issues. I mean, there's tons of stuff in life that can cause them to not be able to sleep good at night. So oils to help with calm their minds, get rid of those thoughts that are running through their head all day, right? So there are lots of things you could use. Calmer, we love this because it's the kid oil that's already diluted. I just rub this on the back. A couple kids, I do this every single night. Rub it on their spine before bed. Brush teeth, rub on the calmer oil. Okay, so we do that. You can also diffuse a favorite of ours because it has vetiver in it. Is Peace. Super good. Love it. I love the smell of this. This knocks me out. I have to wash my hands really good after I put it on the kids, or else I'm going to go to bed too at the same time. Serenity is always, that's like a tried and true one. Okay, of course, lavender, you could do things like that. You could diffuse them, rub them on their feet, on their pillowcase. Tons of ways to do that. But helping them with sleep is a huge thing, and the oils seriously help with that. Number 10 is mood. Okay? Moods with kids, right? It's tough being a kid, growing up, going through all these things, life issues. Doesn't matter if you're a toddler, a young kid going into school, you're going into middle school, high school, teen hormones. It doesn't matter. Mama's hormones, it doesn't matter, right? Mood oils are huge. So we want to teach them to be able to have good coping mechanisms, right? Walking away, breathing, getting enough sleep. Oils are a huge one. So right here, balance is huge, okay? Any kind of stressful feelings or like, ugh, right? This helps to calm you down. Balance, it's a grounding blend. Smells like you're in the middle of the forest. It's awesome. So you can apply on the bottoms of the feet, across the forehead, back of the neck, diffuse it in the air, smell it through right through from the bottle, put it in their hands, smell it like that. A million ways. Put it on the aromatherapy jewelry stuff if they have bracelets, necklaces. Just get it on them. You can always have this diffusing, like even when they come home from school, like for homework and stuff like that. Balance is super good, calming, relaxing, everything. Now, there's all the mood oils. There's the peace, the motivate, the cheer, the console. All of those emotional line oils, excellent for their moods, okay? It says it right on the bottle, what they need help with. Perfect. Could also use the kid oils. They have Brave. It's a courage blend. They have Steady, which is kind of like the Balance, but it's different oils. It's for the kids roll on that they can use themselves. Those are really good. If they're having troubles always like Eeyore down in the dumps, citrus oils are great for that. So wild orange, tangerine, like all of these, super good. They're like happy oils. I love to just smell it. It's like really yummy. Things like citrus oils, you can put them in smoothies and stuff too. That way they're getting it in more ways than one. So especially like when the weather's always cloudy, the days are short and dark and all this, a great way to lift mood is by diffusing or using these citrus oils. Okay, so number 11 is focus. Okay, a lot of kids need focus at one point or another between school and sports and family issues and all this stuff. I mean, kids have so much on their plates nowadays, it's not even funny. Especially nowadays in the digital world and like, gosh, it's like ridiculous. So, focus. In Tune is like the classic focus blend. It was made for focus. It says right on there, focus blend. Okay, so this is great for hyper kids, kids who can't calm down, get out of their heads, you know, any kind of stuff. Adults use this too. If your kid has a hard time focusing at school, you can always get a Intune. Either you like it or you love it or you hate it, the smell, because it has patchouli in it. So it has, if I can read it, amyris, frankincense, lime, lang lang, Hawaiian sandalwood, Roman chamomile, and patchouli. So it's not really strong, the patchouli, because it's in a blend, but just in case, some people, you know, like, you can put it on the bottoms of their feet, and then they put their socks and shoes on. No one has to smell them. If they're like, oh, I don't want to smell like, you know, oils or whatever going to school. Bottom of the feet is perfect. That way it's in their system. You can't smell them coming. Okay? But of course, if they did smell you coming, I think it'd be better, because there's a lot of kids in the school or wherever you're going that need it, that don't have oils, right? Kind of share the love there. But Intune, they also have the Kid Blend Thinker. So this is also Focus. They released this last year for the kids. This one has vetiver, peppermint, clementine, and rosemary. This is really good. The kids can use it themselves. And this one smells super good. And I love it because vetiver is the calming, right? And then peppermint helps for focus. Rosemary is great for memory retention and concentration. Okay, that's actually our free product of the month, rosemary, right? Super good for that. And then clementine is one of those citrus ones, right, that help with your mood. So I love this one. People love Intune too, but this is my personal favorite. I think everyone would like that one. So Thinker's the other thing. Now, you can also use other things. Like I said, rosemary is great. It's been studied for its abilities to boost memory retention. You can go to pubmed.gov and you can see the studies that were conducted with rosemary. You can use it alone, or you can use it with peppermint if you want to diffuse it, like when they're doing their homework. Okay, perfect. And then all the other happy oils and emotional oils, okay? All those things for focus, okay? So, number 12 is the immune system. So this, obviously, the protective blend is On Guard. If you have kids, you better have this in your house. I'm just telling you from experience. Been using oil since 2012, and I have 6 kids, and I've used oils from pregnancy, birth, labor, infants, toddlers, preschoolers, elementary, middle school, high school, and adults. So I've used it, different personalities. I have like my own guinea pigs right here, and we've loved this. On Guard. Don't just wait till you're come down with crud before you use oils. If you're using your oils and they're sitting on your shelf and you're just sitting there, that defeats the purpose. We're trying to do health care, not sick care, right? So you don't wait till you're sick and then you try to take care of it. That's the mentality we have, because that's what happens with over-the-counter stuff. You don't use it until you actually have anything. Well, this isn't supposed to replace that. It's supposed to help with preventative too, okay? So I noticed that when things would just, one kid would get it, it spread to all of us, we would be all out for the count. When we started using oils in 2012, excellent. We started getting less stuff, but I still wasn't getting it. I was still in that mindset of use this as a tool once things have already hit. Once I started doing preventative, as in diffuse this every day, okay? In the fall and winter especially. Put a few drops of this in the diffuser while everyone's getting ready for school and ready for work, so they're getting in their system, helps boost your immune system. Has great things in it like wild orange and clove, cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus, okay? Really good for your immune system. Plus, when all the kids get dressed, I yell oils and then I put a drop of On Guard in my hand with some coconut oil and I just rub it like that. You can just get the, make your own blends or put it pre-diluted so you can just roll it on. I think they have it in the touch oils too, maybe. And so that's just what I do. I'm just old school. I just do it, drop coconut oil, and I massage it down their spine and back of neck every day. It's like part of getting dressed. You make it part of your routine and then you do it. And that has helped totally with boosting our immune systems, keeping us healthy to avoid a lot of stuff, okay? Now, oils aren't some magic thing where you're never going to catch a cold, you're never going to get sick, okay? Life happens, that happens, but you can cut it down drastically with oils. And also the On Guard soap, they have the soap with this, so you're getting it in their system all the time, you're washing your hands with it. You have the On Guard in the toothpaste, laundry detergent, the cleaner, all this stuff. So if they're brushing their teeth with it, washing their hands with it, and the sanitizer spray, the hand sanitizer On Guard. Don't leave the house without it, okay? Put in your purse, the diaper bag, the car. As soon as you get out of the library, pick up the kids from school, Walmart, church, wherever the heck you go, spritz everyone's hands. There you go. We've avoided so much with this. I love this. Okay. We also have the kid blend called Stronger. This is also a protective blend. It has cedarwood, litsea, frankincense, and rose. And rose is like the queen of oils. Frankincense is the king, and rose is the queen. They do similar things as On Guard. Okay, rose and frankincense are huge, so those are in here. And it's a roller, so kids can use it themselves. You can just do this on your wrist, okay? Get it in your pulse points, behind your ears, maybe a little here, back of neck, palms of feet. Bam, you're covered. Do it on the way to school, okay? So you're getting it in the diffuser and you're getting that on you. They even have the little beadlets too that they can just, if they don't like the taste, they don't have to pop it in their mouth. They can just swallow it. It's 1/3 of a drop of oil in the On Guard beadlets. You can just swallow one of those a day before school. Swallow the On Guard beadlet, put on their oil, and then they're breathing the On Guard that's diffusing. After they eat breakfast, they brush their teeth with it. Okay? They're covered, man. You want to be healthy. You want to strengthen that immune system. Be strong, okay? So, those are the things. So, hopefully that helped. That's the top 12 things for keeping kids healthy. I hope everyone has a good month. And convention is next week. I'm flying in on Monday, but because I'm doing a campus tour on Tuesday, so I can share things on this Facebook group and stuff. So the convention is actually Wednesday through Friday, and then can go live or show information because they're going to be releasing 13 new products. So it's going to be super fun, and they're going to be giving tons of information about CBD oil versus copaiba. They're going to have like research from universities and a lot of science stuff, and it's just like, it's like an essential oil college for like, just fills your mind up like crazy. So if you're not watching live stream through doTERRA has the live stream of convention. If you're not doing that, or you're not going in person, then I'll just post updates on here, and I'll be doing it first in our private Drops of Health team page first, because that's my team and that's what I do, and then I'll be posting the information, the updates to all the new products on here. So stay tuned for that, and hope everyone has a good week and enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you guys during convention next week. Okay, bye.